all the way across the front. Would you please stand for the processional and remain standing for the national anthem and the student message? Thank you.
Good morning. Classmates, if you share my sentiment, we are all pleased to be here, to walk across this stage in the finest graduation attire of Bulldog Blue. This is especially meaningful this year. In appreciation of our presence here today, I would like to lead us in this prayer. Our Heavenly Father, we are grateful to you for the blessing of this celebration and fellowship. We pray for your continued blessings on our classmates, family, teachers, and administration. As we gather here, we also thank you for the many opportunities this graduation signifies. Help us to show our gratitude by the use we make of these opportunities. As you are the shepherd and we are your sheep, I ask you to keep your hand of protection upon us. Guide our decisions with your wisdom in our new journey so that your will leads to that which brings glory and honor to your name. In Jesus' name we pray, amen.
Everyone can be seated. Thank you. Welcome, everyone. I am Todd Knight, Assistant Superintendent of Vancleave Schools. And on behalf of the Jackson County School Board, Superintendent Dr. John Stricker, and Vancleave Schools, we welcome you to Vancleave High School's 2020 commencement exercises. Today, we are here to recognize the 2020 graduating class of Vancleave High School. As this class requested, we are thrilled to be able to celebrate their accomplishment in the most traditional manner possible. Graduates, we congratulate you, your parents, and family on this outstanding achievement. Let's give them all a round of applause, please. As we begin the introduction of our platform guests, I would ask you to hold your applause until all have been introduced. Beginning to my left on the first row, Mr. Troy Frisbee, Chairman of the Jackson County School Board. Vice Chairman of the Jackson County School Board, Mr. Glenn Dickerson. Mr. Keith Lee, Secretary of the Jackson County School Board. Ms. Amy Dobson, Member, Jackson County School Board. Mr. Jory Howell, Member, of the Jackson County School Board. Dr. John Stricker, Superintendent, Jackson County School District. Ms. Raina Holmes, Principal of Vancleave High School. Continuing from my left on the second row, Mr. Dean Lipoma, Assistant Principal of Vancleave High School. Ms. Karen Glass, Principal of Vancleave Middle School. Dr. John Mundy, Principal of Vancleave Upper Elementary. Ms. Tanya Sonia, Principal of Vancleave Lower Elementary. That's Sonia, excuse me. Ms. Penny Westfall, Director of Curriculum and Central Office Administration. And Mr. Barry Amaker, former Superintendent of Jackson County School District. I'd also like to recognize a very special group that's contributed to the overall success of these well-educated students. At this time, I would like to ask the faculty and staff of all of our Vancleave schools in attendance to please stand and be recognized for their tireless efforts in education of our young people. Thank you. At this time, Dr. Stricker has a few special presentations that he would like to make at this time.
Now, I noticed on that last good morning, I don't know if one person replied at all, and this is what an exciting day. Maybe it's a rain or whatever, so good morning. I need you to be coordinated with the rest of the group. Good morning. Hey, I know that this moment is about these young people before us, but I do want to recognize a few individuals that have given much more than a moment. for the success of these young people and the success of young people in the Jackson County School District. I'd like to begin with Dr. Barry Amaker. Dr. Amaker, could you come forward, please? Dr. Amaker, thank you for your 19 years of dedication, leadership, and commitment, serving as a principal, assistant superintendent, and superintendent to the Jackson County School District. I've got to know Dr. Amaker over the past 4 or 5 months, and no one is more committed and has more love for all the students that he has served and will serve in the future. And so let's give him a round of applause, Dr. Barry Amaker.
Thank you very much.
Next, I'd like to recognize Mr. Kenny Fountain. He could not be here this morning, but I'd like to recognize him because of his service. Mr. Kenny Fountain, thank you for your 24 years of dedication to public service as a Board of Education member and many of those years as a board president. Being on the Board of Education is not easy. You make tough decisions. A quarter century, 24 years, this man served this school district. And when he left it in a school district and very financially stable, the same as Dr. Amaker. And so even though he's not here this morning, let's give him a round of applause, please. Last but not least, I'd like to recognize Mr. Todd Knight. Mr. Knight, could you come forward, please? I want the students to know this about me. I was a voted class clown in my group in high school. I like to have some fun, so I really was going to do it, sir. This is probably not the venue to tell you I was serious. And so I asked him if it'd be okay. One meeting, when he came to the meeting, I was going to have Gatorade dumped upon his head. I think that's funny. I think that's fun. The plaque doesn't seem as much fun, but he gave me a look. You know the look where someone's serious. Like, don't do that. So he gave me that look. But nonetheless, I want you to know we appreciate your 21 years of dedication, leadership, and commitment. You have served these students and all those students very well. And we really appreciate that in the Jackson County School District. So thank you. Mr. Todd Knight.
Thank you.
It's been unusual times, as we all know, since Christmas really on out because of COVID-19 and so much going around in our country, so many challenges. So another group that I would like to recognize very briefly, if you have served in the military or have a family served in the military, or if you have been involved on the front line with COVID-19 in the healthcare profession, or if you are a first responder during these very, very challenging times in the audience, could you please stand up for me? Could you please stand up if you are any of those? Let's give them a round of applause. That's a lot of people, and we appreciate it. This is a strong community because of you. And so I'd like to bring Ms. Holmes back up to the stage. Is that nice? All right, very good. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Raina Holmes, and I'm the principal of Vancleave High School. At this time, I would like for you to please direct your attention to the single chair located to the right of the stage throughout the years. Vancleave High School, class of 2020, has lost beloved members of their class. We would like to acknowledge their memory at this time. Draped with a cap and gown, a single chair has been placed to honor these classmates. Although they are not physically here to celebrate with us, their memories will live in our hearts forever. At this time, please join me in a moment of silence to remember these students and their families. Thank you. In addition to special recognition, I have a few people that I would like to recognize as well. I would like to recognize people who have played a very important role in the graduation planning process. Please join me in thanking guidance counselors, Ms. Amy Campbell and Ms. Becky Wages, for their ongoing hard work and effort and dedication to our students at Vancleave High School. In addition, thank you to our senior sponsors, Ms. Melissa Dykes, Ms. Bethany Kale, and Ms. Jill Sanders. Also, Ms. Karen Tootle for her hard work for the senior slideshow that you see here tonight, or this morning, this morning. And although Dr. Stricker just recognized Mr. Knight, I would also like to thank Mr. Todd Knight, Assistant Superintendent of Vancleave Schools, for his contribution to the education of our students. Mr. Knight is retiring with 35 years in education, 21 years being in the Vancleave schools. So thank you, Mr. Knight. And to the class of 2020. I stand before you today with such gratification. I am grateful for each one of you. I'm grateful for the opportunity that we have to be here today to celebrate your accomplishments and for the grit and tenacity that you have shown throughout these unprecedented times. You will have a unique story to tell throughout your life about the circumstances about your senior year. You have made history, but history has found you. You have learned so much about yourselves and about how your plans can change instantly. You have learned that how you respond to circumstance is more important, more defining, and more lasting than the circumstance itself. When you look back on the disappointing times that were associated with events and memories that you have lost over your senior year, how you emerge from these challenges will help define who you are. You have gained wisdom that will help put all the inevitable failures, rejections, disappointments, and heartbreaks into perspective. We began the school year, your senior year, with the theme, Mission VHS 2020. So last weekend, as the shuttle Endeavour launched, I listened to the leaders of NASA make the following statement. They stated how they prepared for their journey. The following statement stood out to me. Nothing is hard if you prepare for it. Preparation leads to confidence. I hope the many days that you've spent with the faculty and staff of Vancleave High School has helped to build the confidence for your journey and define you as a person of character, integrity, and citizenship. I hope your experience at Vancleave Schools have given you a future to jumpstart you down a path of success. And most importantly, I pray that we have adequately prepared you for your future and have given you the knowledge, courage, and wisdom to begin your journey. So class of 2020, there is no script to this thing called life. So I challenge you to be bold, be courageous, and be your best. Dream big. Your mission is accomplished.
Sorry for the medals, they're pretty loud. Anyways, welcome family members, friends, faculty, coaches, administration, and school board members. I would like to thank everyone here for making this special night possible. Not only did the individuals who work for this school do their best to make tonight possible, but they have also devoted their lives into cultivating us every day so we can sit here before our family, proud of the accomplishments we have made in this chapter of life. Through all the never-ending state tests, morning tutoring sessions, and those awkward Zoom call meetings, they have never given up on us. And this brings me to my next point, thanking all the friends and family who made it here tonight. I know we do not tell y'all enough, but we thank you and we love you. Class of 2020. Even though we are the class of perfect vision, we did not see how this year was going to unfold. This year has been challenging. It has been difficult. It has been victimizing, as it seems our final year of high school was ripped away from us. We have lost our senior prom, our senior skip day, our senior nights, and until just a short time ago, it looked as if we would lose our graduation ceremony. Even though our senior year was cut short, our journey in life is not. Our class has not been the one to shy away from adversity. Rather, we have faced the obstacles head on. Just look at all the accomplishments we have made in these last 4 years. Number 1 in state test scores, 3 state championships in volleyball, 1 state championship in girls golf, and 1 state championship in baseball, which, by the way, I know all the moms were thankful that their boys' hair came out decently okay after bleaching it blonde. Also, the band has been number 1 on the coast for 2 years now, and we've had numerous college signees. These achievements were Vancleave's first, and I know this class is destined to accomplish so much more in life. This class has always been the one to give their all no matter what, not just with the big challenges, but even with the little ones. For example, I will never forget the look of defeat on all of our faces when Miss Holmes would tell us that we had lost a pep rally. I'm not even kidding, we gave it our all in those pep rallies. We would lose one and we came back dressed funkier, we decorated more, used more instruments to create noise, you name it. I'll always remember when it was time to decide the winner and the drummers would come to our section to help make noise. And it never failed that somehow I was always either beside Evan Housen or Matthew Burchett. And let me tell you something, when they would pound those drums, when it was time for us to scream, I couldn't hear for at least 30 minutes, not to mention the boat horn Chris brought to every single pep rally. I came back to class covered in shredded paper, sweat pouring down my face, my ears were ringing, and my classmates would just look at me like, "What in the world do you have on?" But that right there just shows us that even in the small defeats, we would never give up. I know as we all take on this new adventure in life, we will never give up. Martin Luther King once stated, "Our very survival depends on our ability to stay awake, to adjust to new ideas, to remain vigilant, and to face the challenge of change." Class of 2020, we are the class of change. We have set standards for the underclassmen. We have made history for Vancleave, and we have faced true adversity. I am so proud to be graduating with a class who is able to accomplish so much. Congratulations and thank you.
I would like to begin by welcoming each of you to Vancleave High School's Class of 2020 graduation ceremony. My name is Luke Langlanez, and it is such an honor to represent my class while speaking on such an important occasion. Today is one of those great days when we get to celebrate our achievements and successes. But as much as this is our achievement, this is also the achievement of the people who got us here. To our friends, family, teachers, coaches, and community, none of us get where we're going alone. You have cared for us, pushed us to be our best, loved and supported us every step of the way. And we know how we make you proud that we're living up to our potential. Most of us have been together on this journey since we started kindergarten 13 years ago. Yet somehow, that still doesn't feel like enough time as we say goodbye to the people and the places that are most familiar to us. Today, the unified path we have been on all these years will split as we each begin our own unique journey. And although graduation may feel like an end for some, it is far from an end. This occasion, our graduation, has opened a new door which finds each of us standing at a threshold in our young lives. It is now up to us to take the first step in the direction our futures are meant to take us. I would be remiss if I did not speak on the current state of our world. Our lives have been disrupted by an unforeseen event that hijacked the last part of our senior year. We are globally in the midst of a novel pandemic that will be written about in history books. But we are not strangers to adversity. We were born in the weeks and months surrounding another tumultuous time, 9/11. Our births provided hope when our country was consumed by tragedy. That hope was tested just 4 years later when our region was devastated by Hurricane Katrina. And although we were young, we watched as our families and communities started over and rebuilt their lives. And from watching, we learned how to be resilient, innovative, and prepared. Our senior moment came in a way no one expected, but we were made for this. We are referred to as Generation Z. We grew up with technology, the internet, and social media. We came into this world during a time of turmoil, and a new turmoil is now ushering us out of high school and pushing us into adulthood. But I remain encouraged because even though these dark events will surely have profound effects on our generation, we know there is no pandemic strong enough to derail us. This wasn't the way we expected our year to end, but we found a way to make it ours anyway. Over the course of our lives, we have experienced uncertainty right along with our family and community. And we know how to handle unpredictable times because you all showed us the way. We will not be defined by what we lost to this virus, but by how we respond to it. This may not be the senior year ending that we dreamed of, but it's still our turn, our moment. The class of 2020 is already changing the world, and we are committed to facing adversity while still moving forward. There's nothing strong enough to silence the passion of our generation, so be proud. Seniors, our someday is today, and we are ready.
Welcome, fellow graduates, teachers, family, and friends. Before I begin my speech, I would like to thank everyone who made this day possible. At one point, only a few weeks ago, most schools were resorting to virtual graduation. I personally was unsure that I would even have the opportunity to give a speech, much less on stage facing all of you, which is terrifying, by the way. Nonetheless, I am thankful that I have this opportunity and am here with you all today. This day would not be possible without the endless determination and hard work of our principal, Miss Raina Holmes. Several schools did not get the opportunity to have a traditional graduation ceremony, a ceremony that I personally have been looking forward to since I knew what graduation was. So thank you, Miss Holmes, for working so hard to make this happen. I would also like to thank my family for being here tonight and for being there for me always, no matter the circumstances. I would especially like to thank my parents for being my best friends, my shoulder to cry on, my advice givers, and my #1 fans. I can truly say that without you two, I do not feel like I would be standing here today, and I definitely do not think my future would look like it does. You both have sacrificed so much of your time to do what was best for me. No matter what, no matter when, you always put me first, and I can never thank you enough for that. When I was in preschool, Hurricane Katrina flooded my house in Ocean Springs with 7.5 feet of water. I remember walking into my house, a house that was perfectly fine only hours before, and seeing the damage that the hurricane had caused. I remember seeing my parents cry as they looked around to see if anything could be salvaged. Almost all that we had ever owned was ruined: clothes, books, pictures, toys, appliances. After months of hard work and determination, we finally moved back into our house, just in time for Santa to have a chimney to come down on Christmas Eve. Although everything had just gotten back to normal, my parents both decided that they never wanted to have to experience a tragedy like that again. So they put our house up for sale and began building a new house on our current property in Vancleave, where I would have to go to school the next year. At that time, losing my house in Ocean Springs seemed like nothing but a negative. Not only did I lose my house, but I also lost my school as well. I was now expected to move to a new school where I knew absolutely no one and start all over again. Although it was hard at first, it was more than worth it. If Hurricane Katrina had not flooded my house and I had not moved to Vancleave, I would have never gotten the opportunity to be a part of this class and all that we have accomplished. I would have never gotten the opportunity to meet and be influenced by some of the most amazing teachers and coaches who pushed me to be the best version of myself. I would have never gotten the opportunity to win 3 state championships in volleyball or be a part of the growth of Vancleave High School's girls soccer team into one of the most competitive programs on the coast, and I would not be giving this speech to you all right now. My point in this story is to show that sometimes bad situations lead to even better opportunities. All of this is happening for a reason. We may not know it or see it right now, but we will. If I'm being honest, I struggled on deciding what to talk about today, what I wanted to leave the class of 2020 with. As I was looking for inspiration online, my mom showed me this video of a speech comedian Steve Harvey gave. In his speech, he talked about the importance of following your gift, and I felt that it was really important that I share with you what he meant by that before you choose your path for the future. As quoted by Harvey, your gift is the thing you do the absolute best with the least amount of effort. Before you ask, no, he does not mean sleeping or eating. What he means is that if you truly love doing something and you're good at it, that is what you should do. Forget money, forget status, forget what your friends are doing. If you do what you love, you will become successful. For example, think about our teachers. The teachers I have had at Vancleave for the past 12 years have all followed their gift. Our teachers did not go into teaching for the money or status, and until now, with parents having to homeschool their kids, they did not get the respect they deserved either. I personally had to homeschool my sister for a few weeks because my parents had to go back to work, and it was almost impossible. Not that she was bad, but just that it's hard to maintain someone's attention for that long, hard to stay patient, and hard to figure out how to make someone understand the material. Our teachers do this every day, and they do it well. The teachers at Vancleave have pushed me in and out of the classroom without ever taking it easy on me. With card pulling in elementary school, they taught us to follow the rules, how to listen and learn. With homework and tests, they taught us how to study and manage our time. Because our teachers did not take it easy on us, we learned how to fix our own mistakes, how to recover, and how to succeed. Without all of the teachers I have had, I would not be the person I am today. Our teachers followed their gift, and because of that, they have given me and all of you the opportunity to follow ours. So thank you, teachers, for following your gift. Another example of people following their gifts are all of the coaches I have had over the years. These people truly have a knack for pushing athletes to their full potential. They not only pushed me to be the best player I could be on the court or field, but they also pushed me to be the best player I could be in the locker room. They taught me what it took to be a leader, what it took to be a winner, and what it took to be successful. As much as I wanted to sometimes, these coaches never let me get frustrated, never let me quit. No matter the day, no matter what else was going on in their lives, they always came to practice their games with a positive attitude, and with that, they encouraged me to do the same. Without each and every one of them, I would not be the player that I am. I am beyond thankful that they all chose to follow their gift, and although I do not get to play for them anymore, I know whoever they coach will appreciate them as much as I did. To the class of 2020, thank you all for being a part of my high school experience and for making high school as memorable as possible. As we venture our separate ways, I ask that you do a few things. No matter where we all end up, I'm almost certain that it will be more culturally, ethnically, and spiritually diverse than Vancleave. I ask that you enter this new chapter of your life with an open mind. You do not necessarily have to agree with everything, but listen. Broaden your horizons. Try new things. Be curious. Be adventurous. Be willing and ready to learn. Be prepared. No one is going to baby us anymore. We will no longer have our parents to wake us up in the mornings or tell us what to do. Our teachers and bosses will not accept us being late to class or work. They will not give us as many passes as we had in high school. We have to motivate ourselves now. I ask that you really hone in and decide what your gift is, and I ask that you follow it. We cannot all be doctors and lawyers and engineers. It is not what we are all built for. We do not all have the same gift. If you are good at fishing, fish. If you're good at making food, cook. If you love to work with children, teach. If you love a sport, coach it. Teach others to love it as you do. Don't run away from your gift because you think you won't make enough money or give you the status you want. I know I personally have been guilty of those thoughts, but I am learning from this as well. There are so many ways in this world to become successful. It will not be easy, no matter which path you take, but it will be worth it. So, class of 2020, that is what I ask of you. Enter this next chapter of your life with an open mind, stay motivated, learn and grow into be the best person you can be, and follow your gift. Thank you.
Dr. Stricker, it is with honor and pleasure that I present to you the 2020 graduating class of Vancleave High School. The 163 graduates before me have met all requirements set forth by the Jackson County School Board and the Mississippi Department of Education.
What were they? What's that? Yeah, you might want to sit down when I come to talk, but you might get uncomfortable standing. I'll keep it short. I do want to comment on the three speeches that we heard from Cheyenne, Luke, and Sydney. And what I heard in those speeches is a very competitive group in front of me, a group of winners, a group that has overcome adversity, and a group that knows how to be champions. That's what I heard from those three speeches in common. Being here this morning is yet reflecting upon this group. When the COVID-19 thing hit, I was told, and many were told in school leadership, that we would not have to be able to have a ceremony. And I'm very proud that you're here. So all the things I've heard about you, you are ending on that note. However, there was a limitation to tickets. And I want the people to know that are not here because of the limitation to tickets or because of health concerns, first of all, that we miss you. We miss that those people are not here. And I hope that everyone understands we did the best we could to provide a traditional ceremony. And to the students, it's a quick message. This is the first year in my 16 years that I did not get to spend time with the senior class on a monthly basis and get to know you. But nonetheless, I want to help you get where you want to get in life. And so in each of your diplomas, when you come up here, there's a business card. I just ask that you keep this business card with that, if you would, please. And that if I can ever help you, letter recommendation, a phone call, reaching out, or even if you're in a tight spot sometime and you need help, it may not be me that helps you, but I will see that you get help. I still get calls from students that graduated 15, 16 years ago because they know they can call me out and I will really come through for you. And so I'm sorry I didn't get to know you, but I will help you. The summary of my speech is that we love and care for you. And when you walk off this stage in the Jackson County School District, that love and care does not end. In some ways, it just begins. So with that said, by the power vested in me by the state of Mississippi and the Jackson County School District, I now confer upon the Vancleave High School class of 2020 your high school diploma. On behalf of the school board and myself, we wish you the best in all your future endeavors. Class of 2020, please come forward to receive your diploma as we call your name.
Please remember your enthusiasm is truly understood and appreciated, but so that all may hear each student's name called clearly, we ask that you help from refraining from excessive noise and celebration, giving the same respect to the presentation as you did to the students' speeches. Thank you. Sydney Brooks Salter, Valedictorian, Advanced Diploma, Mississippi Scholar, National Honor Society. Cheyenne Summer Strickland, Salutatorian, Mississippi Scholar, Mississippi Tech Master, National Honor Society. Luke Gabriel Langlanez, Historian, Advanced Diploma, Mississippi Scholar, Mississippi Tech Master, National Honor Society. Miranda Grace Hines, Advanced Diploma, National Honor Society. Seth Peyton Abear, Advanced Diploma, Mississippi Scholar, Mississippi Tech Master, National Honor Society. Jade Irene Owen, Advanced Diploma, Mississippi Scholar, National Honor Society. Angelita Marie Michelli, Advanced Diploma, Mississippi Scholar, Mississippi Tech Master, National Honor Society. Zachary Ryan Mitchell, Advanced Diploma, Mississippi Scholar, National Honor Society. Autumn Rain Pierce, Advanced Diploma, Mississippi Scholar, Mississippi Tech Master, National Honor Society. Abigail Gina Wickham, Advanced Diploma, Mississippi Scholar, Mississippi Tech Master, National Honor Society. Gerald Glenn Harrington III, Advanced Diploma, Mississippi Scholar, National Honor Society. Elizabeth Grace Smith. Jeb Thomas Wells, Advanced Diploma, Mississippi Scholar, National Honor Society. Madison Grace Ely, Advanced Diploma, Mississippi Scholar, Mississippi Tech Master, National Honor Society. Adrienne Nicole Beckstein, Advanced Diploma, Mississippi Scholar, National Honor Society. Matthew Shane Mixon, Advanced Diploma, Mississippi Scholar, Mississippi Tech Master, National Honor Society. Megan Elizabeth Wallace, Advanced Diploma, Mississippi Scholar, Mississippi Tech Master, National Honor Society. Joshua Kyle Grayson, Advanced Diploma, Mississippi Scholar, Mississippi Tech Master, National Honor Society. Peyton Sierra McCurchie, Advanced Diploma, National Honor Society. Sarah Grace Parker, Advanced Diploma, Mississippi Scholar, National Honor Society. Charles Anthony Ledford. Shelby Diane Frazier, Advanced Diploma, Mississippi Scholar, Mississippi Tech Master, National Honor Society. Emily Elizabeth Wally, Advanced Diploma, Mississippi Scholar, Mississippi Tech Master, National Honor Society. J.C. Marguerite Arcularius, Advanced Diploma. Michaela Faith McMillan, Mississippi Scholar, National Honor Society. Joshua Russell Sumrall, Advanced Diploma, Mississippi Scholar, National Honor Society. Megan Dakota Hall. Sean Patrick Thorpe, Advanced Diploma. Jarrett Wade Thompson, Advanced Diploma, Mississippi Scholar. Madeline Olivia Brown, Advanced Diploma, Mississippi Scholar, Mississippi Tech Master, National Honor Society. Caitlin Elise Ray, Advanced Diploma, Mississippi Scholar, Mississippi Tech Master, National Honor Society. Kaylin Noel Gunner, Advanced Diploma. Haley Renee O'Brien, Mississippi Scholar, National Honor Society. Caleb Gage Franklin, Advanced Diploma. Brad Hudson Massey Jr., Mississippi Scholar, Mississippi Tech Master, National Honor Society. Alicia Magdalene Marie LaRussa, Advanced Diploma, Mississippi Scholar, Mississippi Tech Master, National Honor Society. Jordan Anthony Turner. Carson Jeffrey Locke, Advanced Diploma, Mississippi Scholar, National Honor Society. Hannah Maria Overstreet, Advanced Diploma, Mississippi Tech Master. Kaylee Nicole Centel, Mississippi Scholar, National Honor Society. Madison Brooke Sullivan, Advanced Diploma. Colton Bradley Ross, Advanced Diploma. Savannah Michelle Tillman, Advanced Diploma, Mississippi Scholar. Cole Bryant Stewart, Advanced Diploma, Mississippi Scholar, National Honor Society. Caitlin Anita Posey, Advanced Diploma, Mississippi Tech Master, National Honor Society. Lindsay Marie Benton, Advanced Diploma. Hallie Brooke Harper, National Honor Society. Matthew Ryan Burchett, Advanced Diploma. Olivia Delaney Dudley, Advanced Diploma, Mississippi Scholar, Mississippi Tech Master, National Honor Society. Caleb Zane Osborne. William Morris Burns, Jr., Advanced Diploma, Mississippi Scholar, National Honor Society. Sage Michael Warden. Cody Daniel Mitchell, Advanced Diploma, Mississippi Tech Master. Garrison Peter Adkins, Advanced Diploma. William Claiborne Wilson IV, Advanced Diploma. Carson Carl Pato, Advanced Diploma, National Honor Society. Liam Patrick Randall. Chastity Kane Horton, Advanced Diploma, Mississippi Scholar, Mississippi Tech Master, National Honor Society. Hunter Michael Jones, Advanced Diploma, Mississippi Tech Master. Aaron K. Daughtery, Advanced Diploma, Mississippi Tech Master. Clayton Graham Westfall, Advanced Diploma, Mississippi Tech Master. Haven Neve Earnhardt Taylor, Advanced Diploma. Neil Christopher Fuller, Advanced Diploma, Mississippi Tech Master, National Honor Society. Charles Vincent Bailey, Advanced Diploma. Ashley Nicole Shillette, Advanced Diploma. Mason Adrian Tanner, Mississippi Tech Master. Caitlin Darnell Wilson, Advanced Diploma. Alana Sage Dukes, National Honor Society. Chase Alexander Aubrey, Advanced Diploma. Ty Russell Acock. William Austin James Acock. Christopher Adam Barker. Brandon Ray Barton. Edward J. Belcher. Braden Reese Bertram, Advanced Diploma. Hannah Marie Billingsley. Elena Renee Bowman, Advanced Diploma. John Graham Bonham, Advanced Diploma. Derek James Brewer, Advanced Diploma. Aspen Mackenzie Broadus. Hunter Luke Budnick, Advanced Diploma. Gabriel Alexander Burns. Gabriel Ethan Chenevere.
Good job, Gabe.
Kristen Monique Coleman. Preston Dean Coleman. Caleb Christopher Collins, Advanced Diploma. Logan Ray Connolly. Devin Anthony Lee Darrow. Kaylin Crew Davis. Paige Marie Davis. Frank Garrett Dean. Dylan Marshall Dolbear. Addie Lynn Dowdy, Advanced Diploma. Trisha Marie Ely. Kurt Basti Gallo. Joshua Gabriel Garcia. Chastity Lachey Gaydon. Jasmine Soraya Ali George. Robert Charles Georges III. Hennessy's Joanne Gomez Mercado. Susanna Noemi Gonzalez Cardoza. Colby Dylan Goss. Jacob Noah Hankins. Mallory Trace Hayes. Skylar Nevea Lynn Hegland. Allison Gabrielle Hill.
Chase Lane Holly. Evan Demetrius Housen, Advanced Diploma. Hayla Grace Howe, Advanced Diploma. Lauren Porter Johansson. Ethan Grant Johnson. Christopher Edward Johnson, Advanced Diploma. Luke Shadrick Jones. Jasmine Monet Looper. Freddie Alexander Lopez Hernandez. Shelby Nicole Lorman, Advanced Diploma, Mississippi Scholar, Mississippi Tech Master. Benjamin Ryan Matthews. Jacob Tyler McCoy, Advanced Diploma. Caden Christopher McKee, Advanced Diploma, Mississippi Tech Master. Dylan Christopher Melvin. Molly Kate Mills. Kyle Allen Mitchell, Advanced Diploma, Mississippi Tech Master. Stephen Anthony Monk Jr., Advanced Diploma. Garrett O'Neill Morrow. Caitlin Nicole Mullins, Advanced Diploma. Marley Rose Mundell. Tillman David Newton. Gavin Wayne Page. Brandon Timothy Ray Payne. Cameron Travis Paluzzi. Joseph Hayden Pilgrim. Lillian Claire Pittman, Advanced Diploma, Mississippi Tech Master. Alyssa Lachey Romano. Taylor Ann Ruffin, Advanced Diploma. Cameron Dale Salter. Austin Tyler Seymour, Advanced Diploma. Javaris Rashawn Shotwell. Dylan Lamar Small. John Wesley Small, Jr., Advanced Diploma. Chloe Ann Smith. Trenton Cole Saunier. Destiny Grace Stillner.
Congratulations, Destiny.
Meryl Louise Sutterfield. Ronald James Tapper.
Hey, Riley. Congratulations, bud.
Micaiah Lene Tudor. Gabrielle Jaden Walker. No, sorry. Austin Ray Wallace. Kyle Anthony Watson. Zachary Cole Webb. Joshua Harold Wells, Advanced Diploma. David Shanning Whitney III, Advanced Diploma. Samantha Leanne Wilkinson. Anna Lee Wolverton. Michael Anthony Warzella, Advanced Diploma. Colin Blake Wren, Advanced Diploma. Kayla Brooke Wyatt. Destiny Ann York. Kayla Michelle Young.
If you would at this time, please rise for the singing of the alma mater, and please remain standing for the student message. After the student message, I ask that you please remain in your seats, and you will be dismissed by section. Again, after the student message, please remain in your seats, and you will be dismissed by section.
Before we conclude this ceremony in a moment of prayer, I would like to take this opportunity to thank everyone who's helped us reach this point. Parents, teachers, principals, everyone, thank you. Now please join me in prayer. Dear Lord, thank you for allowing us to gather here today in spite of the recent coronavirus outbreak. We are gathered not only in celebration of the class in 2020, but also in celebration of you. You have been there for us every step of the way since we have entered school. You've guided us, protected us, and given us hope for the future when things have gotten difficult. Thank you for blessing us with the best school staff anyone could have ever asked for. Thank you for giving us teachers who taught us more than just a lesson in a book. And most of all, thank you for never leaving our side. As we conclude this graduation ceremony, I pray that you touch the lives of all 2020 graduates and provide us bright futures. In Jesus' name, amen.
I'm so thankful that we've had this opportunity to be here today and have a traditional graduation ceremony. To the class of 2020, congratulations. I wish you great things. To the family, friends, and neighbors, at this time, I present to you the Vancleave High School class of 2020. Once again, thank you all for joining us to celebrate the graduating class of 2020. In order to follow the required guidelines when dismissing everyone in the arena, please listen carefully to our dismissal procedures. If all graduates please make it back to their seat at this time. So graduates, please remain seated on the floor until all guests in the stands have been dismissed. You will meet your party outside of the building once you're dismissed. All graduates will be dismissed once everyone has left the building. Parents, you will meet up with them Outside of this gate, they will exit out of this door back here. We will release all guests on the terrace level first, followed by the balcony. We do not have anybody on the balcony, so we're on the terrace level. I will release you by section. You can find your section numbers by looking at the wall behind you. Please do not exit until your section is announced. At that point, we expect you to exit in an orderly fashion, following social distancing guidelines. At all times, please follow the directions of the security personnel in place. They will guide you to the nearest exit. You will be able to exit using the stairs to the lobby or the outside ramp down the parking lots. Elevators are available, but please remember, capacity is limited. We are asking for your patience in this procedure. This will keep everyone safe and adhering to the state guidelines that have allowed us to have this ceremony. When you do exit the building, please continue to the parking lot or onto the grassy areas. Please do not congregate near the doors or under the overhangs. When your graduates are released, they will be directed to meet up with their families within those areas. At this time, if you are sitting in the following sections, you may be dismissed. Sections 12 and 17. Sections 12 and 17. And sections 1 and 28. "12, 17, 1, and 28. Sections 11 and 18. 11 and 18. Two and 27. 2 and 27. Sections 10 and 19. And section 26. "10, 19, and 26. Section 9. Section 20. Section 25. Graduates on the floor, if you will, direct your attention to Ms. Tootle so she can take a picture. Section 8. Section 21. Section 24. Section 5. Section 7. Section 22. Section 6. And Section 23. Graduates, we will dismiss you from the back row. We will just feed in from the inside and make our way out from the back row, inside out. Okay? So, if everybody will stand, all graduates will stand. Who do we have? Anna and who's that? Warzella? Okay, if y'all will just lead us out and we'll go out the same way we came in. Straight out. Go under K99. Follow those two men. K99 and Magic 3.7. No, they're not ours. East Central's after us. They have to have all this.
What do you want me to do?
Just let them go.